Greetings. I know what you're thinking after seeing that title. Samurai Jack? In a Disney movie? Tanner, are you seeing things? How many Benadryls did you take? None. No Benadryls. Don't you worry your fragile little head because I'm going to explain all. First up, we might need a little bit of background information. If you don't know who Samurai Jack is, I honestly don't know how you stumbled into this video. But if you honestly don't know, Samurai Jack is the protagonist of the early 2000s animated show Samurai Jack. Premise of the show follows Samurai Jack trying to defeat the evil demon Aku, but ends up getting sent to the future by the demon. In this future, Aku rules the world, and Jack must find a way to get back to the past and kill Aku before he can be the tyrant he is in the future. Such an amazingly simple yet creative setup for a show. It's considered to be one of the best animated programs of all time. Samurai Jack was quietly canceled in the mid-2000s and then brought back for one final season in 2017. As you probably already know and can see, Samurai Jack is my favorite show of all time. On the other hand, we have Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, which is an old Disney show following the titular Chip and Dale, two little chipmunk-looking fellas, as they solved mysteries Scooby-Doo style and whatnot. As of recording this video, a few days ago, Disney released a brand new Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers movie to their streaming juggernaut Disney+. It takes on a very similar setting to the Who Framed Roger Rabbit movie, taking place in a world where cartoons and people coexist, and animated characters rather than being drawn are actually actors casted in animated movies and treated like any other actor or celebrity. And although I had very little interest in watching the movie at first, I got a tip from somebody that there's something in there I might be interested in. So I watched it. I watched the entire movie. And because I know you all are probably begging for it, here's my short and sweet review of the movie. Man, what can I say about this movie? This was one of the movies ever made. It had characters. It had a plot. It had a director. I can with 100% confidence tell you that this is one of the movies that I've watched. In all seriousness, it was very mediocre to me. It had an extensive lineup of cameos and references from all different corners of the animation industry. Not just Disney stuff, but also Nickelodeon stuff, Cartoon Network stuff, DreamWorks stuff, everything, which was really cool to see. But the actual plot of the movie wasn't super engaging by any means. It wasn't bad, it just wasn't super great. There were some funny parts, don't get me wrong. There were some pretty hilarious parts. But 90% of the entire movie was just me going, "Oh, I know that guy. I know that guy too. Oh, that's a reference to this. Oh, that's a reference to that." It's not a bad Disney movie, it's just a weaker Disney movie, in my humble opinion. But that is not the focus of this video. The focus of this video is our boy Samurai Jack. And I'm glad to say that I was not disappointed with the tip that I was given that Samurai Jack is referenced in this movie. But from what my little eyes saw on that TV screen, he wasn't just referenced, he was in the goddamn movie. It may have been short, but he was there, I swear. I'm going to do my best to not spoil the movie just in case you're itching to go watch it. But I will have to explain 3 distinct scenes and 1 plot element found in this movie. So be warned, I guess. All 3 references are very blink and you miss it type of references. First one comes when one of the little chipmunks is walking down the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Other than real world actors being on the stars that he walks past, we are shown the names of 4 cartoon characters. And the one that is barely visible and hard to get a picture of is the name of Samurai Jack. To go any further, I have to explain that little plot device I was talking about earlier. In this movie, the villains have a machine that can bootleg characters for them to use to make their own movies and make money off of them. But once a character owes money to this mob, if they can't pay it off, they get kidnapped and changed with this bootleg thing to be put into a different movie. Towards the end of the movie, when they find this bootleg facility, they come across a wall of artifacts. And off to one side, we can distinctly see the magic sword from Samurai Jack. I know a lot of fictional characters have katanas, but this is different. This is Samurai Jack's sword. It's got the gold diamonds on the handle. Looks almost identical to the 3D model from the Samurai Jack Battle Through Time video game. That's his sword. Samurai Jack's sword is there. Finally, at the very end of the movie, they open up a storage container revealing multiple bootlegged characters. One of them seems to be a cat wearing Samurai Jack's exact outfit. Same shoes, it's the same white gi with gray highlights. Hell, he's even carrying the exact same color scheme sword that we saw earlier. Now, each one of these references on their own are just that, references. But when pieced together, they create something different. It basically confirms that Samurai Jack is in this movie. Now, looking back on that Hollywood star of fame, they wouldn't make one of those for somebody that doesn't exist in this universe. So that alone basically confirms that Samurai Jack exists alongside all these characters. Later on, when Samurai Jack's sword is first shown alongside a wall of artifacts heavily implied to have been taken from characters in this universe that have been bootlegged. They find the mustache from their friend, basically confirming that each of these artifacts came from somebody that has been bootlegged. And what do we see? Not a few scenes later, we see a storage container full of characters with different features. One of those characters is very clearly Samurai Jack. In this universe, for one reason or the other, Samurai Jack's show was canceled, and at some point later on, he either owed a debt to this mob or he got on their bad side, and he was taken and bootlegged into this cat. This is Samurai Jack. This isn't a thing bootlegged into Samurai Jack. This is Samurai Jack hit with that bootlegging device and turned into a cat to star in what I can only assume to be a bootleg show called Samurai Cat or something shitty like that. But let's not beat around the bush. This is Samurai Jack. Samurai Jack is in Disney's newest movie, which are words that I thought would never come out of my mouth. Samurai Jack is in a Disney movie, a feature-length official Disney movie. It's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Kind of cool. It's honestly the one thing that made the movie really worth watching for me is just the fact that Samurai Jack is somewhat canon to Disney now. I don't fucking know. Love to see Gendy Tartakovsky's view on this, if he even knows about it yet. Doubt he was contacted. Hell, the guy who made Phineas and Ferb didn't even fucking know that some of his characters appeared in this movie, and he still fucking works for Disney. I want to thank you so much for watching this absolutely unhinged video. I hope you have an absolutely amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, Samurai Jack versus Mulan, coming to a theater near you.
I want some cheeseburgers just to eat. I'm talking ketchup, my nigga mustard on the beat. You gotta put a lot of lettuce, please, because I like to have a lot of grease. I remember eating outside with my whole team. Now a nigga gotta stay home cause of quarantine.
Hi, Mr. Bjornson. Do you have any cheese for sale?
Oh, do I have for cheese? Let's see, we've got the Munster, the Gouda, the Brie.
Do you have any stinky cheese?
You cops.